What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. So I just wanted to give you guys a segment, an introductory segment on my reptile room, and give you a quick tour of our new little facility, so to speak. So I know if you guys have watched my YouTube channel, or if any of my subscribers that are still left out there, I'm sure you were wondering what happened over the last 3 months. Why is it that we haven't put up any videos, or I haven't really put up any new content? Well, for a while we went through some pretty bad difficulties, and for the most part had to find a new place to live on the fly. So through all that emergency move and all that other stuff, we had to sell quite a bit of equipment, and also had to lose a lot of stock. So we're pretty low right now, but we'll get back up there. Anyways, I found this great place. You know, it's not in the best of areas, but I love the place, and I love the fact that it has a huge walk-in closet, which is now our reptile room. So let me go ahead and without further ado give you guys a quick tour of the place, alright? So that is the door. Let's go on in. And this is Daybreak, so these guys haven't yet had their lights turned on. It's still nighttime in here. So as you can see, it's pretty dark. The flash from my camera is illuminating it right now. But our heat lamp with the moon glow is pretty much the only source of light you get in here at nighttime. So this is how it is at night. It's pretty cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a little daybreak here. So I start off with the dim light, let that turn up, and then it gradually turns into daytime in this place. So for now, as you can see, it's pretty big. I have like all my junk over here right now, but once I get some racks and stuff going again, I'm sure that will not be there, or we'll figure something out. So in the meantime, this is the room. It's really awesome. This place is supposed to have been a ginormous walk-in closet, but this is actually going to be my reptile room now, and it's about the size of this is like the size of a small bedroom. But anyways, come on in here. So here you can see our little leopard gecko breeder colony, and then that's Maleficent. You've seen her featured in another video before. That over there is, God, who is that? That is Fiona. Yeah, and Shrek's inside. So you guys have seen right now, we're down to the grown-ups. These are pretty much the last ones I have left. Excuse me. After having to sell off some, I just stuck with some basic morphs. These guys aren't so basic because they have some really cool genes stored away in them. So it's really fun breeding these guys, especially this male with these females, because we just get some pretty random stuff. Some pretty cool stuff too. So I really love the babies that those two produce. And to one of the folks that I met recently, her name is Nina. Goes by the screen name of itsninabaybee. Guys, check out that channel. It's really good, by the way. But yeah, she picked up one of these guys' little raptor babies that they produced, and it's just a wonderful little. It was actually going to be my holdback, but she convinced me to let it go, and I don't think it could have went to any better home. So I'm incredibly happy to have met Nina, and I'm so glad that our little baby went over there with her. So you can see that's the mama. Papa's in there, Nina, but he looks exactly like her. And like I said, these guys carry some pretty awesome genes. So let's move on up over here. Moving forward, these are the last two babies left. So these are Shrek and Maleficents. You guys can see these guys are really awesome. Their bands are actually lavender and yellow. So I can't wait to see what these guys turn into, because if you see in the other update videos, you will notice that they were black and white banded with faint yellow. Well, the colors are really starting to come in. And the tail, though, still hasn't changed. I wonder if that's a reverse carrot tail or whatnot. If any of you guys out there have any ideas on that, go ahead and leave a comment or a video response. That would be great. Yeah, these guys are growing really well. They're eating mealworms, regular size. Since they were pretty tiny, these guys have never been the type to back down from a fight with a big insect. They love to take on prey that's huge for some reason. If I throw a big worm in there, that's the one they'll all fight for before they even eat the little ones. So yeah. And moving on from these two. So these two, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hold back from here on out. And we'll see how it goes with them, because I think they came out pretty cool looking. And I can't wait to see what I can produce. So moving forward, up here we have Colibri, our African house snake. So he's still with us, not going anywhere. I just got to get another female again or two for him. But that is he. He's in a tub now, no longer in a tank. Just figured because he's not very active, he never really moved around in the tank. It's just a waste of space. So I went ahead and put him in a tub, and it's perfect because once we get our rack systems back, he's already racked up in a tub and ready to go. And since the light has pretty much come in full here, let me go ahead and turn on our main light. Doesn't make too much of a difference, but yeah, we got a fluorescent tube up here. And for all intents and purposes, it's a UV bulb, but, you know, it's not really close enough to affect anybody that way, and nobody in here really needs it. So if it just gives some good eye stimulation to the reptiles, so be it. But yeah. Down here, let me move these gloves out of the way. Down here we have our female Pacman Frog. So you want to check her out. Dude, I just changed that the other day. That is crazy. I have no idea where all that water went. That's actually mind-boggling. I literally just changed that last night. And it's gone. What'd you do with that water? That's weird. Anyways, this is her. This is a crazy little girl. And just to give you an idea of how aggressive she is. I mean, oh! Yeah. She comes out of nowhere. So I don't really want to let her bite that because I don't want her to hurt herself. But, I mean, if you guys saw that, it's just like a flash. You can't even tell when she's about to strike. And she is super aggressive. So, anyways, for me, that's fine because I love it. She has an incredible feeding response. And I'll feature that in another video. But now I see that I quickly have to go in and clean that yet again. So, anyways, let me leave her open because she does have a live plant in there. And it's starting to sprout a new leaf. So, definitely want that growing. Moving forward, we have our female red claw scorpion. I was sold her as a emperor scorpion, but I really, really, really highly doubt it is. I think it's a red claw. It's just super aggressive. She's not taming. She's not handleable. And I mean, I've seen lots of other emperors that are just super laid back. So either this one's just an emperor with a really bad attitude, but I really think it's a red claw. So I'll feature a video on her later. Our male is currently with one of my other people who help me out regularly with emerald scale. So he found a new permanent home, but when this girl's ready, they will be breeding. So I'll feature that as well. And then over here, we have our female rose-haired tarantula, Loth. And as you can see, she's been busy burrowing. But yeah, Loth got downgraded. She's no longer in a 10-gallon. Just for the fact that she pretty much went inactive since January. And it's really weird, guys. If you guys can help me out, I probably have said it in another video, but I don't think so yet. She hasn't eaten since January, and if you guys all out there know, it is now August. She's not losing any weight. Her abdomen is still nice and plump. Her colors have dulled a little bit, which I know is common when they're gonna molt. But she's been like this for about 7 months now, so it's really mind-boggling. She won't attack anything, she won't bite anything, and she won't eat. So if anybody out there knows any reason why this could be happening, or if something's wrong with her, because she doesn't act any different. She acts completely normal. She's just not as fully active as she used to be. Excuse me. She's not as fully active as she used to be. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but anybody out there who knows a little bit more about tarantulas and what might be going on with her, I would definitely love some input if you guys care to give me some. And moving forward, this is just an empty tank. We have quite a few of these, so I'm going to start trying to sell these things probably later on. Some containers and whatnot in there. And then this little tub here will probably be tricked out into a little rodent breeder, and then of course a little grow out or something, but we'll see what we do with this thing. So I'm still figuring out some ideas. And we got an empty little bird cage, so this thing actually doubles as my hamster cage, and I am going to trick it out to a tri-level. So once I start a new colony that can actually raise babies and do things on their own with each other, they'll probably all end up in this thing, and once I'm done tricking it out, I'll show you how it is. And then over here is rodent corner and feeder corner. So these are all my feeder breeders all set up over here in the end. And if you guys saw my last video, I had mice, and during that time I had just switched from hairless rats. Well, I just switched from mice to hamsters a while back as well. So no more mice. Couldn't take the stink, couldn't take the smell. It was just too much. And this room doesn't really have a lot of ventilation, so we had to go with a much cleaner. And it's actually just about as prolific as mice. Not as great, but I mean, you got a period in the females every 4 days, so they literally go into heat every 4 days, and you get a gestation period of 16 days on average. So it's pretty cool, pretty good production. But yeah, of course mice are a little bit faster, but they just stink so bad and I couldn't take it anymore. So I figured with the downsize in breeding stock and all that, I mean, these guys would be more than enough to suffice, and by the time I build up Emerald Scale to its former glory, which wasn't too high to begin with, but yeah, once I build all that up, get the racks back, I figure these guys will have a good colony. Got a little grow out tub down there ready for when the babies come out, and you'll watch this get bigger and bigger as well. So I'll do an actual update on them, go a little more into detail with what's going on. And then that's our mealworm colony up there, beetle colony. So yeah, guys, this is our reptile room introductory. So I hope you guys liked it. This, of course, isn't going to remain like this. It's a work in progress, big time work in progress. Oh yeah, also, if anyone else, you see this fly trap thing hanging here? I get so many of these ugly, disgusting little gnats that I just cannot stand. So if anyone knows any way to get rid of these little buggers, I would greatly appreciate it. Because they are forever and a day trying to get into my moist hides and into my anything with eco-earth that might be moist. And it's just really incredibly annoying. I don't know where they're coming from, since there's no windows in here and there's very, very little ventilation. I mean, these things are just everywhere. But luckily this is catching almost all of them, so I don't have a big issue with them. But it's costing me a little bit of a fortune to keep changing all this dirt. So if anybody has any good ideas, please help me out. I can't take those damn gnats anymore. They're just running my pockets dry on eco-earth. So, and yes, I do change it regularly because I'm very, very fearful of any kind of a maggot or anything messing with my reptiles. So, I mean, they're a little dirty over there right now, so we definitely got to do some gecko maintenance today. But for the most part, yeah, I can't, and I couldn't stand the fact of my animals getting sick over some maggots. So if you guys have any ideas, please shoot me a comment or a video response. I'd greatly appreciate that. And also with Lolf, anybody have any input, feel free. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll be bringing you many more videos shortly. Have a good one.